6. Do I do this? So Jesse is not going to be here tonight, so I'm gonna, as co-chair or sub-chair, whatever it is, I'll badly lead the meeting. So we've called to order. We have a guest. Would you care to speak? To observe? Okay. And you'll do minutes?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and write down who's here. And then if you can give your full name when she gets to you, she'll write you down.
Okay.
I also had a guest who was gonna come and she's sick, but she's interested in joining the board as well, or the commission. And we have plenty of seats, so don't worry. We'll take all comers. So the city council liaison report, Jerry's not feeling well, so he's not going to be here, so we won't have one of those. So moving right down the list. Oh,
Really quick, I forgot to put on the agenda, we're doing approval of September and October minutes today.
okay. I need a pen. Let me grab a pen real quick.
There's some over by the window there.
And then we're going to halt a minute for our minutes taker to catch up and then we'll.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So has everyone read the minutes from the last 2 months?
We were not submitted
Or-
it's the last 2 months in here. I don't see. No, we have one from the planning meeting. Is this it?
With 9-3 and 10-18.
Yeah.
I'll move to approve the 9-3 minutes.
Give me a second to.
10-18, which one are you missing?
Well, let me just go through here. Which one?
There's 9-3 and there's.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a second to read.
Yeah.
Not that I'll catch anything, I'm sure. And 9-3.
Okay.
Let's see, Dave made a motion would you like to make a motion to
I made a motion to approve the minutes.
approve both minutes, both
Just the
months?
first one.
Okay. Do I get I don't think I can
I'll
second.
second it. This is for the October 18th.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Actually, this was for the 9-3 one or the October one?
9-3.
9-3,
Okay,
okay.
motion passes and I don't think I can make a motion. Can I?
Happy to make another.
Oh, I can?
motion.
I can make a motion to pass the October minutes. If I have a second.
I'll second that. Go ahead.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passed.
Okay, give me a second.
Yes. How was everyone's Halloween?
Good. 10,
Festive.
Yeah,
18,
how was yours, Dave?
I had 100 kids.
Oh my gosh,
I had almost no candy left over, which was very disappointing.
amazing. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, okay.
Fantastic.
Question regarding we approved it, the 9-3. It said that we contacted all the people who were awarded prizes for the summer passport. Have those all been picked up? So I assign names to each one. Do you know which one?
And
Because
they've
I can
been-
call them again because they were all quite excited and maybe something just happened. So if you could maybe email me which ones are not picked up. We'll pass that through. Thank you. Okay,
Right, moving right along. We have a review of financial statements. Everything looks in order. And not being the person that does our financial statements, I don't know if anything's new or,
Nothing new. I did today receive an invoice from Lake Custom Printing for the signs, and that's getting paid tomorrow.
fantastic.
So that'll be on the next meeting's spreadsheet. So,
That's great.
oh, and that was $375 for those.
Well, that's great that we got an invoice. That means that we're moving right along on that at least.
Yes. They look really nice. Dave brought them into City Hall today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We have an update scheduled, so.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to. I don't know if we have any mail or correspondence.
No, not on my end.
Jessie gave me some notes and she did not say anything about that. I wanted to, I guess here, let me give a little bit of Jessie's notes that she wanted to pass on. So she wrote a letter of endorsement for the Artback artists who are going to renovate the Tree of Life mural in 2026. I assume a letter of endorsement. I don't know if it's from her personally or from us as a commission, but I'm sure we would all be in favor of that. She gave the quarterly report to City Council, who thanked us all for all that we do. And she met with Elena Turpin and is it Diane Alves? About the percent for public art, and she will update us at the December meeting, which is December 3rd. So we had talked about the percent for public arts, the money we get every year to actually put in a piece of art somewhere in the public in the city of Estacada. So I look forward to hearing what that update is because we've been wanting to do it and not quite knowing how to do it. So.
and the
hopefully-
gist of it, I think, is that it's not the Arts Council doing it, but the city, we just come alongside and assist in whatever way, but it's really not our project. It's the city's project.
It's not our project to find the artist and the placement of it?
Not necessarily.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Well, on the 3rd, we'll get more clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. So poetry and public places update, Dave?
I picked up the signs for the 15 poems that were selected and printed from the printer. And I also had a copy of the invoice, which was exactly what her bid was for doing that. And the Lake Printing they had to redo it twice because we added some things to the design. And then we had corrections to make when we proofread. So I met with Deborah last week or the week before. And she was the coordinator for this year until she left the commission. And she and I proofread again, and I had my wife, who was also an English teacher, proofread, and I think we got it pretty clean. You never get them perfect, but they're delivered to the city hall along with a list that Deborah and I discussed about probable places to place the signs. And that'll go through and I hope we get a little feedback and response on that to help with exact placement, but we have general locations for all 15.
Oh, that's great.
And I want to make a motion that we pay Vince Sommer $200, which I believe was what we contracted with him for his design work on this project.
To pay who? I'm sorry.
Vince
Oh,
Somers.
Vince Sommer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said something else. Vince
I second that.
Sommer. $200. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And I'll just mention, when we were discussing that, Vince mentioned that he hadn't been paid for his summer passport work.
Had not?
Had not. And I don't know if he was, I don't remember any of the details of that because I wasn't part of that, directly part of that project. So we
Be,
should, yeah,
yeah,
we should check the minutes and the plans on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then I'll just mention that I have contact about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Jesse's urging, I contacted all of the artists whose poetry was selected and let them know that we were working on it and just about ready to go. And I'm hoping to have a reception for them, probably up in the community room, which we'll need to have some refreshments. I'll have to figure out exactly what details of that, but there's a little more expense that will show up for this year's project.
would it be, a reception in like the spring when we're?
I'm
actually-
hoping to do it as soon as possible
Oh, okay.
because I'd like to kind of use that to kick off the next year's activities as well. The three of us are the committee for next year. I did check with Deborah and they had 3 poems, as you recall, that were repetitions from writers who were already selected. And I think we moved a couple
Which
meetings
another
ago to accept those 3 as the beginning of next year's posting. So I
Right.
got the list of the poems and the poets and so we have part of our work done for us from last year's judges. And at that reception, I would like to try to record the writers reading their poems because we're going to try to attach that to the signs through the QR code. And I have no idea how to do that technically, but I'm beginning to get some research and help with it.
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to get it connected to a map of Estacada with at least with dots for where the poems are. So people who are really
That's not
interested
hard
can
to
find them.
do. That's not hard to do. So
Good. You know, what's.
I
okay,
do.
Okay.
And I think, Michael, you can help me. We'll
Okay.
record them and,
Mhm.
That might
digitize
be
it.
some crossover we could talk with Parks about with their Questacada thing.
Oh, cool. That's a great idea.
Mhm. So
Steve would
that's what's
know.
going on
Mhm.
for that year. I'm hoping to start next year's solicitations very soon, but I think I'll wait till next meeting to try to be formal about that. I would like to get it done as much as possible through December and January so that we can get things out early in the year. And we've
Are
got our
you-
design done and
Do you have, are you already thinking about a date for the reception?
well, I can't do that because I want to wait until we have at least some of the signs up, if not
Okay.
all of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked for an estimate on that. And as soon as I have an idea, if we can at least get all of the ones up in
Like if they're gonna put
in
one up
Wade
in
Park around, there's about 3 or
January
4
or
going
something.
around the library in Wade Park and the skate park. And if we can at least have those up, we can have, people can see them then near the
Yeah, that would be
reception
great.
place. But I will of course inform you all and I'll maybe check with you before we schedule that date, but I can't do anything when I don't know
Mhm.
what's going to happen yet. They've just got the signs today.
Okay.
The other thing I'll just mention is that the library, Zach, who does the book study, does writing, creative writing at the library, is interested in doing it sounds like he's interested in doing a series of publications through that. And I believe I was instructed at the planning meeting to check with him and see what was going on. And I just said, we're very interested. We're very supportive. I can't promise you any money because we haven't done that yet. But any kind of editorial and publicity and those kinds of support and help that we can give you, we'll be ready to go. And I can give him ISBN numbers and some of that kind of stuff for publishing that we might need.
Question. I know,
Mhm.
the parks planned on, promoting a certain event by putting a flyer into the power or some type of billing that goes out to all of our citizens.
Oh, yeah.
The water bill.
Water bill, would it be possible for us to do something like that? Promoting the poetry and the open house for, the reading of the artists. I just think that would at least reach more people other than just the signboard and even Facebook.
Yeah.
It depends on the timing of it.
The timing of
That
it.
has to be.
If you could let us know how to do that.
Yeah, it costs about $350 to $400
Okay,
to do that. And then you would just you could probably reach out. We have a new communications person on staff.
Right.
His name is Andy. You can send him the information you want and he can put together a graphic or a flyer or whatever you're looking for that. So.
Okay, well, I think, because that amount of money, I think we would need to approve
Right.
here as a
No, yeah,
group.
absolutely.
But let's
Yeah.
maybe, I'll call Andy and see what the possibility would be to help
Okay,
promote
yeah.
this as you get it, something nailed down. 2 or 3 different dates but I think it's worthy promoting in a bigger way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So, could you send me Andy's number? Thank you.
I just saw ours, so it was in mail of the last couple of days, so
That's okay.
that's okay, yeah, and
Yeah. Get it, before, by the 20th.
Do you think, what is your best guess on when they would actually, and when like Public Works is?
I
talking
asked
about-
Don for an estimate of that.
Oh, and you're waiting
And
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
still.
He
Okay,
did. Yeah,
okay, cool.
Okay.
I just got the physical materials in today and with the list.
Because if it is gonna be over maybe like November or December, it is something where we might want to think of holding off until January. We
Yeah,
might just get
yeah.
more people able to come.
Yeah, I won't schedule it on my own. I will
Well,
check.
yeah, I'm just in,
to look at other calendars too.
spitball,
Yeah, yeah.
but just with the
Mhm,
holidays and
yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, and is that
That's
update?
my
is
report.
update?
yeah.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
So we have a tiny art show idea that we've been talking about with
I forgot one
the
thing.
library. Oh, sorry.
I took snapshots of the signs, so if anybody wants to look at them, I'll get them up so we can look at them.
Yeah, I want to see them too.
Okay.
I bet if you send it to Alex, she could even throw it up on the screen there.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
could send it to her and then,
There are 15 of them, so we might not want to take that much time, but
no,
Yeah.
just a couple.
So the tiny art show, that was with the library, right?
Yes, it would be displayed at the library.
So what we had talked about at the planning meeting was basically picking a size. Jesse was saying maybe 3x3, 4x4, something simple and small. And then basically we would be handing them out. We could put them at the library. We can have them at Artsmith. We've talked a little bit about maybe handing them out at tree lighting, stuff like that. Deborah says we can hand them out at the library, so that'd be great. And the idea is to hand them out beginning in December when winter break starts and collecting them and hanging them by the mid or end of January. So there are some many things that we would have to go over if we want to get this started, and then we could do a motion to allocate funds towards this.
Question, I think providing a canvas for them I think probably 4x4 would be better than the 3x3. Whatever, but do you think we should provide them a paint set as well? Because they can use any type of paint medium they want. And it also could just be a textile, which would have nothing to do with the paint set.
Yeah, I don't know about a paint set because people, they could decoupage it, you could
Yeah.
paint it, you could do watercolors, you could
That's
do
nice. Okay, good. That's what we needed.
chalk. So I don't know about doing it with a paint.
Should I
set.
hold up? So can you see it, Michael?
Oh, that's the actual sign, the
Yeah.
poetry in public places?
Isn't that
that's
wonderful? Can you see
fantastic.
this, Michael?
Awesome. Somewhat I can see it. My eyes were bad to begin with, but I
Okay,
can
well,
definitely.
it's very, very nice. Good job.
Wonderful.
I really like it. Kudos. But
That's so cool.
to have 48 sets for, roughly $38, I think is reasonable.
Mhm.
So I would say just go ahead and do it. I'm just trying to think of. And option 2, 4x4. Option 1, we would get 16 extra panels over what we gave out at the 48. Just- Okay. Paint set 48, 48, 12. Okay. Alright.
So would we hand out the paint set with each thing, or would we have them to be taken and with the sign that says, if you need a paint set, see librarian or see whoever?
Mm-hmm. Canvas panels. We could do 2 for 48, 24, option 2, 17. Well, first of all, I think we should have them available so they could take a canvas and take a painting set.
But
Uh,
if we're doing 300 pieces, we're only getting 48 paint sets. Is that correct?
Correct, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, 48
So
paint sets, you,
thinking of doing 300 pieces, like either 3x3 or 4x4. And then we could get 48 paint sets.
well, it- it comes, the hanging tabs come in lots of 300. It doesn't mean you have to have 300
Oh,
units.
I thought we were putting together a collage
No.
of 300. Okay, it's just however many get picked up.
Yes.
Okay,
Because you can't guarantee there's going to be 300
true.
participants. So you have you've got the roughly 774 for 300 pieces. Then we just have to decide, do you want option 1, which is 3x3s, or option 2, which is 4x4s? If you go with option 1, 3x3, you get 16 extra panels. Option 2, you do 4x4s, it's 6171.
I like 3x3 only because it's tiny, and that's the whole thing. And I think it's fun. That's part of the thing. That's part of like what makes it fun and what makes it unusual and unique is that it is like this tiny little thing that you can do whatever to, and it's gonna, hang with its brethren and make a collage. And I like the idea of it, getting more, just in case we do get a lot of people that want to do it. What do you think? 3x3 or 4x4?
Well, I don't have the handout that you have.
Well, here's, it
And I'm,
just has
I'm-
the price.
yeah, and I'm wondering what do we have for display space?
It would be the library. I'm not sure what area of the library. it
It's the
would
same
go
where the show is now.
in. Okay.
Okay.
So is it just along one wall?
2 walls.
I'm trying to think of what the show.
You have that community room, you
Right.
got here and here.
Okay.
So it's at a right angle. And so they'd be just kind of stacked up. I'm not sure how.
I
we're gonna
think
display
that
it.
would be my only concern is if we're talking about overfilling or filling.
And if we
It's a
get,
pretty big space. I think
Okay.
we'd have to get a ton to.
that'd be a nice problem to have. so
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
okay.
For sure.
I just know as an artist, 3x3, you really. It's
That's the
small.
point.
Yeah.
You are challenged to make
But
a
You're
tiny piece
challenged
of
with
art.
4x4, so, most tiny art is 6x6.
What do you think, Mike? You would go for tiny art? You want to go teeny tiny?
I mean, no, I like the 4x4 idea. Sorry to be
Yeah.
split right down the middle.
And it really doesn't matter to me. This is our first shot. If we need to go by 4x4 next year, that's
Well,
fine.
It depends also on what the people that we're getting, are we trying to teach them art? And
No.
No.
these are people who
Do
are
whatever.
artists. No, but I
You
mean,
can be an artist any way you want. You can
Okay.
watercolor it, you could dig a
I'm-
pocket, you could glue acorns to it. Yes, ma'am?
Does it go floor to ceiling for the painting, the spaces?
It,
Technically,
it could, but normally it goes up. Oh, it's hard.
It's hard to recognize it. I mean, the bigger you can make it,
That's true. That's true. That is something I haven't thought of.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I can go either way. I like the idea. I like it should be tiny, but I would also do 4x4. I'm not
Okay.
it's not a hill I'm gonna die on.
I will make a motion that we go by the 4x4 and the hanging tabs and allocate the money for that.
Okay,
So with option 2, it comes to around 6171, she said.
anyone want to second that motion?
I'll second.
Okay,
Okay,
all in
just-
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, hold it. I gotta find I'm talking and I put the
Oh, your
minutes away.
notes. Your minutes.
No, wrong one. This is why I should not be the secretary. Okay, got it? Okay, motion. Option 2.
So, with Jesse's little notes readout, she gave us a thing with the pricing on it. That's what we're kind of looking at. So
Okay.
it's basically, option 2 is $7.99 for a 24 pack of 4x4.
Mm.
So you do 2 for 48. And paint set, which is $37.99 for 48 paint sets. And then $7.74 for 300 little hanging guys that you'd put on the back of all the panels. So option 2 with the 4x4 was $61.71, 71 cents. And that includes the paint, right?
Paint sets, I think that paint set is, I don't know.
We'll see, look, total cost.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get my calculator here. See how she came up with this. So we have,
But we can approve, it sounds like we approved 4x4s.
yes.
Yes, and the paint sets.
Yes,
Okay.
and the hanging tabs.
And the hanging tabs. Okay. We can, I can go into Arts Commission and ask them about handing them out there and report back in December at the December meeting. I'm sure they will say yes.
To the Arts Commission?
Or I mean, art, oh,
Downtown?
you know the place. Thank you. The
Art
Arts.
Smith, yes.
Yes.
Smith, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
but I'm sure they would have no problem with that, but they would obviously have to deal with, it wouldn't be just someone coming and picking it up. I'm sure they would have them in the back or something like that. So they might, I don't know, if they don't want to have an employee to deal with it, then we can ask somewhere else, but.
Because I was looking for the record sheet here, minute sheets. I made a motion. Who seconded?
I did.
Dave?
Did.
Okay, I got the wrong person. Okay, got it. All right, and it passed. Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm all done.
Okay, great.
The motion, okay, now we need to talk, did you want to share anything or just listen? Okay. We love it that you're here.
No, she,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she swayed me with, that was the only voice of reason that with the 4x4, it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. It is kind of tiny if you're little and it's way up high.
I wouldn't know, when I first attended the meeting with my application, and it would be nice. I liked having the chance just to talk to the
Talked.
commission. Could you just tell us about your experience, interests? You might want to use the microphone too. Yeah. That's another thing you'll have to get used to.
She hasn't submitted it yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
or,
Oh, okay.
well,
Oh, okay.
let's finish going through the agenda. and
Okay.
then do you mind?
I
speaking
was,
at the
I
end?
was, thought we were
And then you'll
through,
have the floor.
that's where I thought we were, was
Um,
logistics.
okay, so tiny art show, we've done that. So logistics commissioner application and
Okay.
meeting timing. So, I do have someone that is interested and she's sick. She was gonna come, but hopefully she'll submit her application online as well. And then I guess we can look over them the next meeting. Okay. And the meeting timing. So we talked at our planning meeting about moving the meetings forward to 5:30. I think everyone was okay with that, but you weren't here, Mike. Are you,
That's
Is-
correct.
is that something that would be, I know you just got a job, So I don't know what your
Yeah,
schedule is.
usually by the afternoons, my afternoon run is over with by about 4:45, so that should work perfect. Actually, it would work better because then when I come home and sort of wind down and then have to
And then have to leave
leave
again.
again.
Yeah.
So earlier is better for me,
Yeah.
frankly.
Everyone, so Jessie gave me her proxy to vote as well, because she was into it. And I don't know why none of us ever thought before to move it where it's more convenient, because it seemed like for everyone was like, yeah, it's way better to do it earlier and get it
Okay.
over with, than you're home for the evening. So you would be able to make 5:30 on Wednesdays?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And the gal that I talked to, that was one of her issues. She's an artist and a stay-at-home mom. And she was like, 6:30 is just, the witching hour with 2 little kids. And I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about, girl. I've been there. That's why I'm here. But she is a nicer and better mom than me, so she wants to be there for that. So we can make a motion to move the meeting officially to 5:30 on the first Wednesday of every month instead of 6:30.
Are you making the motion? You
I
do-
can make a
Okay,
motion.
there
I
you go,
will,
because
I
you said
am
that.
making the motion
Okay,
now.
there you go.
Do I have a second?
Well, I will second that.
Okay,
All right.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Great. I will see you at 5:30 from now on. Oh, and you get to go home. Yes. Oh, do you have to go home and then come back too? I don't know why. I just thought you were toiling away in there waiting for us. But why?
Yeah.
But unpaid. Okay, so that's great. So the CCAA 2026 Gathering Network event in Estacada. This is Ariel and Sophie emailed wondering about scheduling a gathering networking event in Estacada. Location ideas. I suggested Artsmith or Time Travelers. That's for Jesse. Do we have any idea? Those would be my ideas, other than the Wade Creek Room, if they're able. Is CCAA, would they be considered a local? Like anyone can rent the Wade Creek Room. We would rent it for 'em. Okay. Yeah, so I would say the Wade Creek Room, but yeah,
I would like to speak with Ariella to see in their networking event, a lot of times when people so-called network together, they like to have snacks or drinks or beverages or,
well,
I don't know what type of facilities they've used in the past. So it'd be good to call Ariella and find out what would be their preference, what they're open. I mean, we also have a new restaurant opening up here on the 12th
Right.
next week. So I don't know what their facility is going to look like.
well, if you want to,
I can call Ariella and
yeah,
find out.
and pass on, Jesse said Time Travelers and, I put my glasses
Okay.
back on to see it. And Artsmith and
CCAA is a Clackamas County Arts Affiliated
Alliance?
Artists Alliance.
I think it's
Okay,
Arts
yeah,
Alliance,
that's what
yeah.
I thought. And do we know how many people they
That's what
have?
we need to know.
Yeah,
what
that
he's
would
kinda
make a
talking
big
about here.
difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will find that out. Okay.
And the percent for art update coming in December. I kind of told you a little bit of what Jessie had said about that, how she had spoken with some people, and she will update us all. So hopefully we can get moving on
Okay.
doing that. At the planning meeting, Mike, we had talked about getting someone to make a permanent sculpture of the dog paper mache sculpture from summer celebration that we had up at Arts of the Creek.
Cool.
Because
That
that's
sounds
kind of like
awesome.
a classic Estacada summer
Yeah.
celebration. Millions of people have grown up in Estacada with taking pictures of their kids next to it and them as kids next to it. So depending on how much money we have spent and where we can put it and what the update is, that's kind of what we're thinking of doing. And I guess that we would find an artist to do that. Hopefully that is something we can do, because we've been talking about spending this money since I joined the commission 4 years ago. We ain't done it yet, so.
For real, for real.
Okay, so let's do our community updates.
Can I give an update about the grant that we?
Oh, sure.
To just let you know, the grant was submitted this last weekend. And that's to support, we had to get a focus. So it's Art at the Creek, but we're proposing a focus effort called Roots of Resilience, which focuses on adding arts and culture, poetry, reading, short stories from the First Nations and also from the Latino community. So I've been in touch with the Grand Ronde organization, their head of the cultural department, and finding out what type of art show they'd be willing to support to maybe have in the community center. Deborah said they would then absorb that with the Grand Ronde's approval and continue the art show at the library. And similar artworks then from the Latino community as well. They're the storyboards, which are signs that are put in the ground that tell its story continuously through the park. The library, their storyboards will be accessible to us, so we can, or I'd like to explore is having kind of like you're doing with poetry in the park, but find nice historical short stories, storytelling of the indigenous how they feel about nature, the development of this area or what's happened, to have that be like a walk in the midst of Art at the Creek, to have a storyboard of what's happening with the First Nations. And Michael, we're also exploring perhaps having some music from those groups that be it from the Latino community or perhaps even dance interpretive groups from the First Nations group. So
That sounds great. Just a side note, I have a good friend who lives in Brightwood, and her daughter just they're a native family. Her daughter just got hired on at Grand Ronde through the tribal. I'm not going to get her title correct. Here, babe, do you know what Sasheen's title is over there? Oh, she is
Yeah.
working in public
Oh,
health,
the wife always knows.
but that might be a really good angle to try and find some musicians directly that we could have come and participate.
yeah, that's a separate area, the way the Grand Ronde Cultural Department works. So
Okay.
like the textiles, the artwork, that's under Mac McFarland.
Okay.
So he's heading that up. I'm dealing with him. The dance and interpretive group will probably go, it's another area. And so I'll be going up and going through their latest show at the museum there and see if we can pull something together.
Cool.
So
yeah, I love that. I love that.
and but also from the Latino community. And thus, we're looking for a stronger participation
Okay.
for volunteers that we draw on from the Latino community and also the First Nations if we can. The representation is much lower here than compared to the Latino. And as volunteers, but also in training with working with those volunteers. So it's not just those two segments, but community people as well.
Right.
That's going to affect our advertising, which I think we're going to get a lot of leverage in this if this goes through. So that's our main focus right now is, still supporting what we're currently doing at Art at the Creek, but just adding a little more definition in one area for this time around. But it could be replicated and actually growing next year's as well. So
Alex, does CCCA or AA have their hand raised? I wonder if they want to chime in. Is it Ariel? Yeah, we're ready. Because I'm guessing she probably wanted to chime in what we were talking about before with the networking event.
Yeah, hi, Ariella here.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I loved everything you related, and thanks for speaking to that. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm here. You can't see me, but I'm here.
Yeah, I noticed it just like while Mike was talking because I was looking up and it's right across his face. It's like Clackamas County Arts Alliance raised hand.
All good. All good. Yeah. So just to go back to the previous agenda item, yeah, I reached out. We are hoping to have one of the ideas. It's networking loosely. It's really just a place for artists within all of the communities throughout Clackamas County to just and not just visual artists, music.
Oh,
You went away.
hold on. Did you get muted? It
Not
says her
ideal.
hands-
Oh,
Oh,
Came
Ariella,
back.
me?
you cut out
Sorry.
for, you cut out
We
for
cut
about
out
30
at
I
the word
seconds.
wonder if
music.
it got cut out. Sorry, right?
Cut out at the
No.
word music.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
We
Oh,
can't
no,
hear
you're
you.
gone
I'm
again.
walking around, so I just,
Oh.
Oh, boy.
It's
oh boy.
pretty blustery out there. I could see it cutting you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, just looking for recommendations for locations.
So
I'll be whenever I'm next out there, I'm happy to check out
I think that one of the big things was
the restaurant. And I was thinking,
how many people are coming, because that it makes a big difference between where we would say where we might send you
Yeah.
or recommend
that
for you.
makes sense. I will say it has really varied depending because we have had the
You're gone again.
multiple different cities.
How
is
many
the
people? Sorry,
It's all good. It's varied.
it's varied.
Yeah, we've heard that twice. Yeah.
Anywhere between 8 and I
8,
can text. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
anywhere
8
between 8
and-
and 1,000.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
1,000. 8 and 40. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
8:40. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
geez, that's a pretty wide swing between 8 and 40.
Yeah, it's really varied. I'm thinking we had one in Sandy and that was around 15. So that's what I would imagine. It kind of depends if lots of co-op gathering up, that might change things, right? Estacada has a pretty strong arts community. So who knows? But we try to hold space for, that's what I would imagine. I would anticipate no more than 20. You all would be welcome to come, of course. And we keep these free. And as Bev said, the idea is to have, snacks, a light activity as for a mixer. Yeah, keep it accessible.
Okay.
So if you did it at Wade Creek, would you want us to, would we donate snacks or drinks, or is that Clackamas,
Yeah.
it's you guys or?
Yeah. Our biggest ask we would have, because all of you are residents that you know some good local spots better, but also I know you have good reach through your Facebook and just the sharing and promotions to make sure we're reaching all the people who might pay attention to you and not know
Okay,
And what date, what month or
and vi-
date,
and
or is
vice
it
versa.
open? What,
It's
what
open
dates are
at
you
this
think
point.
it's open? I think you said it's
I'm
open.
thinking maybe June, maybe. Yeah.
June?
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Because like
It's
Stone
open, but
Creek
possibly.
would be perfect for them,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah, like
well,
Stone Circle Cider.
yeah,
Like outside. in
We'll put
June.
together a list for you, Ariella, and of maybe like 5 different places. But if it's in June and the weather's better, more accommodating, it gives a lot more flexibility.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting places around here. So.
Mhm. Or the beer garden at Ben Shovel. I mean, that's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do events there or not, but
They would
it's
love
a,
it.
it's a pretty cool
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that. That's exciting.
Did you want to add anything else? I don't know if you're cut out or if you've muted yourself or What?
Yeah, back now.
Have you
Sorry.
blown away?
Yeah, I'm just out walking after another meeting, so.
Okay.
I think that's it. Just glad to hear that, Bev, you've applied for a Cultural Coalition grant. That's awesome. We support you in that. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I have another question.
Sure.
And I don't know if it's appropriate, Alex, join in, but there's an organization that draws some, it's called, it's the Orchestrata organization. They put on a Christmas program. And so it's an orchestra that mentors young people, but draws on people of, like, I joined and I'm playing my oboe, which I have not played for 55 years. So you can imagine.
Is it just like a community orchestra?
It's a community orchestra. They need
That
people,
sounds
but then there's
awesome.
a community choir. It's here in Estacada.
Really?
And yeah, and now they started rehearsals for the
cool.
choir, the Christmas choir. We are in desperate need of people, but specifically someone to carry the bass and tenor. So like guys are, I sang the tenor part, the baritone solo.
I'm an alto.
Oh,
So.
good. Well,
Dad sing
but we-
bass, mom sing
There you
tenor.
go.
it is so fun, but we need about, you know, if I committed to bringing 3 people, so
What's
alto
it
to,
called?
it's
What-
it's through Orchestrata, and the choir meets on Sundays, and their performance is on the 13th at the junior high school.
Okay.
And then the orchestra rehearsals on Tuesday. I showed up a little early because this is my first time and I was nervous. And there's kids and people learning instruments. They rehearse at Grace Crossing
Mm-hmm.
Church, and there's every corner, there's like a bunch of violins over here, and there's woodwinds of younger kids, people being mentored by people like my age. And I was just blown away. But what's happened is they used to have their performances at the junior high school. It was gratis, and the whole community comes for like the
Mhm.
kickoff in December of all things music regarding Christmas, and they're now charging for it. So
They started that when I was in Page.
yeah, so so I don't know if we ever come alongside some of these, if it's appropriate for us to come alongside and help some of these organizations, like is that appropriate, Alex? Do we ever do something like that?
I'm not sure.
I'm not even,
about that.
but it would
maybe
be,
I'll
I mean, right now they have a nut to raise like $550, so it's not a lot.
Right.
And I'm saying this would have been perfect for them to apply for the cultural grant, but I was finishing up this grant and I would only have had like a half a day to do a grant.
Do you know if they're a nonprofit?
I don't know. They run it like a nonprofit. They don't have the nonprofit paperwork. So I don't
Okay.
know
Okay.
what that thing looks like.
Okay. I would ask Melanie about that, if you guys can allocate funds to do something like that
I was,
from your guys' budget. I'm sure that the city would be fine with that, but I would just double check with Melanie.
yeah, I'm not even sure it's appropriate for us, but I was so impressed at the draw of what
Mm,
they're doing.
Yeah,
And even they even provide instruments for people.
they have a Facebook and a website, and it's Orchestracada. Orchestracada.
Orchestracada.
They call it orchestrata.
Or-
Yeah. And so if you know, and especially people, if they'd love to come join, they're even doing 2 sections from the Hallelujah course, which is,
That sounds awesome.
it's really fun.
Yeah,
really
so the
fun.
that used to be more of a community auditorium. And in
Mhm.
fact, Page had done all their spring plays there, and we were a nonprofit and we charged nothing. It was just pay what you can or nothing. And we were also a 501c3 nonprofit. And then our last year, we had gotten a new grounds superintendent, something like that, and then they started charging. It wasn't very much, it was mostly for insurance, but then it was harder also. They wanted to charge us to be able to what's the word, to rehearse
Mhm.
in space, and it was a lot more loose and then it got very like,
Yeah.
which I mean, I can understand meeting their needs, insurance needs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, so I'm not surprised that.
Well,
they-
Elaine Butler is, and she's with Foster Farm. That
Philip
organization,
Foster
Philip
Farms.
Foster Farm.
Mhm.
And yeah, Foster the chicken bee, but no, Philip Foster Farm. So you see her involved a lot. And then Doug Castle, who was, I think he taught music in Sandy. But I am, because this Christmas concert's bringing in like 3 or 4 different music choirs and different, I mean, it's just like, it's a big community thing. And they're not charging anything.
Yeah, I think
And I'm
that
trying to think, can we help
I think-
organizations like this?
yeah, I mean, we are an arts commission within the city of Estacada, and that this is a Estacada initiative like put on by an arts group and that wants to do performing arts in our town. So I feel like that's well within our mission to try to facilitate.
And I'm not sure, again, it's something, you're right, I should call Melanie and
Yeah.
kind of cue it, because I'm
Bring
thinking,
it
how
to-
can we help these
Bring
people?
it to the meeting on the
Yeah.
3rd. But tell us what you find out because, yeah, I mean, as far as I'm helping facilitating access to community arts is like our whole thing.
Yeah.
We got a request last fall or last summer from the quilter group that was going to redo the mural.
Skip a day.
And we talked about doing that here and stepped back from doing it. And I never heard if we got an official response or
know.
not.
Doing
They were,
what?
they were soliciting money to pay for repainting the mural.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, maybe they wanted a letter of support
Okay.
for a grant, probably. Yeah, so they were probably looking to get a grant, so we wrote them a support.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so our one guest has been waiting so patiently. I think that is it, because I don't know what's going on with Spiral Gallery. I don't have. Okay, they haven't posted anything. This is book fair week at River Mill, and so I have not been able to do anything besides that, so.
What is your last name?
Kraus.
Rouse.
Kraus.
Did you say it was,
Krause.
Good.
is it Sandra?
Mhm. And I am so thankful that you are allowing me to say hello. I
Oh,
was
sure.
just here to see and feel the vibe of other arts lovers and arts, the mission of infusing arts into a small community like Estacada. I've only lived here for 4 years. I moved from Silverton, and just recently in June, I finished my 34th year of teaching music.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
I have I got my education in choral music. So that's what I did, was I was a choral music educator. But alongside of that, I played country music bands and jazz trios, and
Awesome.
because I play some other instruments as well. But I'm also a musical theater buff, and I just finished with Stumptown Stages a year and a half ago as in It's a Wonderful Life downtown. And so, but I look out, and it's so funny that you would mention the choir for Orchestracada.
Orchestra,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And
Remember.
I just really like looked on my phone to see what that group was like, because I put out a feeler a couple of years ago to see if any community members wanted to form a small group. I've even had groups of Dickens carolers that I've mentored, and I have costumes and, sent out into the world. But because I'm retired now, well, sort of retired, from teaching, I thought maybe that I have time now to give back to a community that I now live in. So I don't know if you need anyone like me, but I had just talked to Alex on the phone. Alex, thank you for taking my phone call, and just asked about it because I saw Jim Moriarty maybe post something that said they needed a couple people on the board to help. So And I'm pretty good at organizing since I did teach middle school for a very long time and put concerts together,
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
great.
a challenge, but thank you for asking. Do you have any questions for me?
I can
No.
assure you that we need someone with your skills to
Yeah,
help
absolutely.
contribute. So thank you
Oh,
for coming forward.
for sure. And I was just thinking about your recording of you have I can guess that you have a digital music or a digital recording studio in your house. Is
I
that right?
mean, I have the capability. It depends on how sort of in depth we want to go. I'm a trombone player and
Yay!
I play in a couple bands. So
Good.
my good friend who I've played with for almost 30 years is a actual trained studio engineer. So
Uh-huh.
he is kind of
Helping.
I tinker. He is the one that makes our sort of semi-professional recordings. So we can definitely
Right.
put something together. We
Sure.
can record anything.
My son also, and I know someone who has a recording studio in their basement that lives up on George a lot, but is
Fantastic.
not willing to share that information. I have to introduce you, Michael, too. And
As is the
his,
George way. That's how it is in George.
yeah, his name is Rick. So, but yeah,
Cool.
I also have Pro Tools and, and
Yeah,
other
for
things,
sure.
but it's not set up because that's a farm and I don't know what to do with a farm. So, as far as musical
Yeah.
recording studio, wasn't the priority when I came. I have other things on the list. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. I look forward to reading your application and I don't see, everything I see so far, so great. So, we would probably vote you on at the next meeting if you're willing and able. So show up
That
to the
works for
meeting in
you
December,
guys.
please.
Yes, that works for you. And I'm going to send you a test, not the real one, because I typed a lot in that first. So maybe someone picked it up. Maybe someone, oh, here we are chatting.
Oh,
I'll
no,
do it after.
that's okay. Are you able, do we have to wait for you to print those out and then we go over them at the next meeting? Or can you email us as a,
We need to
Okay.
do it at the meeting.
okay. Well, no, it's nice to look at something. That's what I mean. Cause like on the spot, it's like you're kind of just, yeah, that would be great. And then we could go over them at our leisure, but I'm sure barring some unexpected, I'm also a mermaid and I have to spend half my life in the ocean or something weird. I would say you look great. You look fantastic from here, hun.
Oh, I'm just so proud to see this and the work that you're doing. I feel like sheltered up there on George, and I don't get to town that often. So, and I was a little nervous coming to town. It's so dark on Snuff.
Yes.
In the rain. I'm not used to that. So anyway, I'm going on.
That's okay.
Nice to meet you all.
It was very nice to meet you. Do we have any other business? Does anyone want to talk about anything else? Mike, you look like you want to share.
No, I
I'm
was going to
just- I'm
start telling.
teasing
I
you.
was going to start telling bus stories from the George loop.
Yes, my son Henry has been very excited to see you on your ride-alongs. Is that where you?
Well, yeah, it's very adorable to get to know all of the kids on the bus loop, and your children are very well behaved. Dottie's very confused. She, I think, knows that she knows me from somewhere, but hasn't quite put it together yet.
Yeah,
She always gives me the double take and then the big smile, and she's like, "Hmm,
yeah.
who is this person?"
Their bus driver gives them candy, and they've been like bus passengers of the month every year running because they're
Yeah,
getting candy for it. I
yeah.
just found out the other day.
Heather has a pretty effective reward system for
Yeah,
maintaining behavior.
it's working. It's working for her for sure.
No, I don't have too much to add. Sorry, I am kind of getting used to the schedule and all the other things going on. And we'll have a 16-year-old in the house next week too. So,
Oh,
yep.
early congrats. You made
Yep.
it.
And thanks for hosting the meeting tonight. I appreciate that.
Oh, sure. Well, I was happy to have everyone here. I know that with Jesse trying to take some time or whatever, it's nice that we can come together and make this happen. And,
Absolutely.
she can take her time and realize not everything's going to fall off a cliff. And,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well, I'm going to, what words do I use? I'm going to
Meeting
adjourn the
meeting
meeting
adjourned.
at 7:26. Started early, finished early.
You
Perfect.
have to gavel out more aggressively than Deb did.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, you guys. I'll see you soon.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mike.
we'll
Take
see
it
ya.
easy.
Bye.
Thank you, Ariella, Sophie.
Bye.
Hi. Okay.
These